Hey, it's September 4th, 4 days until my surgery for my melanoma skin cancer. And I wanted to share with you something that happened yesterday that was a huge reminder to me of the importance of taking care of yourself and forgiveness. When I was diagnosed with my thyroid cancer and told I had 6 months to live, they literally had me scheduled for surgery and all the other crazy appointments booked before I even left the office. And it was really interesting because had no control over anything. And when I would call to, confirm certain things, and there was always something wrong, always. And including at one time, the receptionist told me they don't take my insurance. And so I canceled my appointment, and this was the surgeon, right, that I'm supposed to get into immediately because I have this thing that's gonna kill me if I don't get it out ASAP. And, then another time I called and they said they didn't have my appointment. There were so many things that went wrong that it would literally left me shattered on the floor crying hysterically. And none of it was in my control. Nothing was in my control during that time period. And that's part of why I became whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, and sugar-free because that was something I could control. I couldn't control any of the other BS going on around me, but I could control what I was eating. And of course, I learned this is all part of the learning process for your health, but it I took control. I went and got a second opinion. I went and did other things, and I chose not to have the surgery or the radiation that they'd already scheduled me for. I also chose not to go see some of the other doctors that they had scheduled me to go see. I did do the mammogram that they insisted on and the bone density. Those things kind of happened before I found my own footing. But I'm not kidding you. I was on the floor more than once in a ball of tears because of the mess with this doctor. And I'm grateful for it because I do feel very strongly that I made the right decision, even though I'm facing melanoma cancer again. The melanoma I'd had a long time ago, um, the thyroid 6 years ago, thyroid cancer, and now melanoma again. But yesterday I was doing something for me that I wanted to do that I'd wanted to do for a long time, and it was a little facial thing that I wanted to fix, and I was going in for a little laser treatment, and no big deal, but I was really happy because it was something I had literally been wanting to do for over 10 years. But I had the same kind of issues with the doctor's office. I was having it done by a doctor because I was scared to have it done by anyone else. And at first it was they blamed the new person didn't input the information correctly, and then it was just one of those constant messes, and I'm going in for the actual procedure, and right before I'm supposed to go in, she called me and said, "Did they tell you to come in a half an hour early?" And I said, "No, exactly the opposite. They told me I didn't have to come in early for numbing and this and that." And she, "Oh, no, I need you to come in." Okay, I rushed down there, and then I get there, and it's all screwed up still, and I started shaking like this. And I thought, well, this is silly because it's not that big a deal. And I really want to do this for myself. And the whole time we're there, part of me is wanting to run out the door, just run. And I could feel the heat in my face. I knew I was turning red and I wasn't mad. I was absolutely not mad. I guess I was reliving the trauma. I didn't realize that at the time. But I finally looked at her and said, to the reception, this has been a mess from day one. Every time I've tried to book appointments, or it's just been one thing after another, and I am not feeling comfortable anymore. So I'm just going to walk away from this. And I picked up my stuff and walked out, and which was a bummer because I really wanted to do this. But anyway, um, and on the way home, the doctor called me and all apologetic, and we'll make sure. And I said, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's been messed up the whole entire time. I don't feel comfortable now, and I'm not doing this now. So I didn't go back. And when I got home, Roy said to me, "It sounds like the crap you went through with the surgeon." And it dawned on me then I had been triggered that the stress and pain that the surgeon and the other doctors had caused me during that time period was still festering in me. And it's still there. I can feel it right now because I want to cry. And it reminded me that you have to forgive. You have to let go. And I mean, I really didn't know that was sitting there until I got triggered yesterday. And then I got a second trigger yesterday when I was reminded that there was something that was going to do that I'm paying quite a lot of money for monthly that I have not done because I've had an open wound and my life hasn't quite been on track and I'm not focused on that right now. And at first I was really angry, not because I was reminded about this, because I actually have thought about it, but because I felt like I'm letting myself down. And this morning I said, wait a minute, forgiveness is not just about others. It's for yourself too. You have to forgive yourself. You cannot do what you did before cancer in the same manner that you can do it after the cancer diagnosis. And if anybody can, more power to them. I can't. My brain's not there. My brain is focused on other things. My stamina has gone down. My energy level has gone down. I'm sure it's because I'm worried. I can't help it. You can't be told you have cancer and not worry about it. Even though it's my third time, I'm still worried. And I had to spend a lot of time with myself going, it's okay. It's okay to not do the things you promised you would do before cancer. It's okay to have a little bit of a freak out when you get triggered. It's okay to want to cry. It's okay to want to just keep doing research. I've gone down the research rabbit hole. It's ridiculous. I'm looking up everything and I'm just going all over the place all over again because now this is a different type of cancer for me. And so now I'm doing all the research into it and trying to figure out exactly what I didn't want to do and what I don't want to do. And I mean, that even means I'm 4 days out from surgery, and yet today I was thinking maybe I don't wanna have surgery. Maybe I don't wanna have this removed. Maybe I wanna do something different, some alternative therapy. I'm doing all kinds of research right now, and all it does is confuse the issue, and I know it, but I have to do something. So, going back to an important lesson on your cancer journey, besides having faith, yeah, forgive. Figure out a way to forgive. Meditation is one of the best ways to help calm your body down, calm your mind down. And I'm a big proponent of vibroacoustic therapy. We have a vibroacoustic bed that I lay on every day, and it calms me down. It calms down the sympathetic nervous system, and it helps me meditate because I'm not a very good meditator. My head spins all over the place. But just also reminding myself that it's okay that I don't get everything done each day that I had planned on getting done. It's okay if I want to just sit and read. It's okay if I want to stare at the TV. Right now, it's okay to take care of myself. It's okay to take care of yourself. And if you're on this journey, I beg you to take care of yourself. Put yourself first. As hard as it might be, put yourself first. And forgive, work on forgiving all of that crap that you're carrying with you. It's because it's toxic. All right. So forgiveness is the lecture of the day. And now I'm going to go forgive myself for wanting to cry. All right. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.